Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the past, although it's not that far in the past now. Woo! So today is July 28th, 2020. You're going to see this about a month later based off of my scheduled out vlogs. But we have passed court. Yeah. I am so freaking excited. I'm still kind of numb. It kind of hasn't fully sunk in yet that we have done court. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm so glad we passed it. Like, I was hoping to wake up to news and then just like wake up and then start posting like, oh, because I had like videos that I wanted. I just had to film like a super quick clip this morning for one, and then I had some that were just like listed as private that I had to hit schedule. Anyway, and then I had like Facebook post I wanted to make. I wanted to make a Patreon post. I wanted to make an Instagram post. This is all these posts planned, and I was like, I'm gonna wake up and get the news and do that right away. And then I woke up and it was crickets, and I'm like, And then as time went on, it was kind of like, maybe we didn't pass court. Maybe I'm gonna get bad news. Maybe something happened. Maybe courts got canceled. Like, you guys, when you've been dragged through the mud like I have, like the craziest things go through your mind. So anyway, I think it was like 9:45-ish, 9:30-ish. I don't remember. Sometime 9. It began with a 9. And I got the email saying that we passed. So the judge approved the adoption and we're all good. So Empress Natalia is officially mine. So now, as of right now, I don't know timelines. My agency said that they will get back to me once the non-government organization gets back to them on what's going to happen now in terms of timelines and stuff like that. I need to pay my court fee and or like my second country fee. I can't remember, my brain has gone. Foreign fee, there we go. My second foreign fee, I need to pay that, as well as my court fees for my agency stuff. For the post reports, I prepay those as far as I remember. My post reports for my home study agency, I don't pay those until they are happening, which, if you've seen my other videos, my home study agency closed or is closing in like a couple days. So they are not doing my post reports. So I had to transfer over to another home study agency. So everything is set up with them though. Like, I have been assigned a social worker, everything. She's like, just let me know when you need them done. So that's already lined up, but those I don't pay until they come up, as they come up. So not too worried about that. And then, so in terms of what happens in Bulgaria now, the judge will do the, like, process the actual court order. And then with that, I will, or she will be issued a new birth certificate and a passport. I'm not sure if the passport and birth certificate we pick up in country. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what we pick up in country on, I think it's the Wednesday. So I think, from what I remember, I will go and pick her up on the Monday. Then Wednesday we will pick up her birth certificate and passport and apply for her what's called electronic travel authorization. ETA. I think it's an electronic travel authorization, which right now, because of COVID, involves me also proving that we're related. So I will have to send a picture of her birth certificate, which lists me as her mom, and then also my passport showing that I am Canadian, because in order to enter Canada right now, you have to be related to a Canadian citizen or a Canadian permanent resident. So she needs to be proven to be mine. So I need to do that. Whereas normally you just kind of fill out the thing online. Right now you fill it out online and you submit that as well. So hopefully that won't take long. From my understanding is it's still only taking, like, it could be within minutes, but it could be a little bit longer. So my understanding is that we do that on Wednesday and then we travel home on Friday. From what I've seen, worst case, if we don't have it by Friday, I physically go in person and be like, here, process this, to not like while at the airport kind of thing, at the airport to get into Canada kind of thing, they can process it, but there's no guarantee that it will go through, but I think the whole it might not go through if you do it at the airport kind of thing is more for if there's no, like, if there's a hiccup in you being able to come into the country, whereas there's no reason she can't. She's legally my daughter, so she can come in. So There's a couple little things that we need to figure out in terms of medical care, because if we do it the way that I'm probably going to do it, she won't have health care until I get an email with her citizenship. If I wait to do her citizenship before I pick her up, it could be like an extra 4 to 6 weeks. I'm not doing that. I want to get her home. So I'm going to get travel insurance, or I can't remember what it's called, like a visitor to Canada travel insurance with ones that will let me do pre-existing conditions, because she has Down syndrome. That's a pre-existing condition, and if you don't get the one with the pre-existing condition, they will basically screw you over. I mean, insurance companies do anyway. So I'll get that. Unfortunately, travel insurance does not cover anyone right now for COVID stuff. So if I get COVID or she gets COVID when I go to Bulgaria or when we come home, I'll be covered in Canada, but she won't be. So my plan is if we come home before August 31st, and possibly after, depending on if they extend it, we have to quarantine for 2 weeks. That's mandatory. We can't even go and check the mail. Like, I cannot leave our unit. So we are going to hunker down for those 2 weeks. I did a huge grocery stock up, so we're good to go. And I'll probably do a couple more groceries before I travel. So we'll hunker down for those 2 weeks, and then we will hunker down until she gets her health, until we get that confirmation of citizenship, so we can run over to the registry and get her added to my health card, which then only takes, like, I think it's 3 to 4 days to get officially added. Yeah, it's kind of chaos. It's kind of chaos. But she's a healthy child. She's a good weight. So hopefully there's just no medical emergencies. Like I said, if we don't do this, it's potentially going to stop me from getting her for like an extra 4 to 6 weeks, which, given the current climate of how fast things are changing in the world, I don't want to risk that, because things could easily shut down again and I can't go get her. So I would much rather risk possibly having, maybe in that small chance that she has a medical issue that requires a doctor's visit during that couple weeks, because, like, so we have the 2 weeks quarantine. We'll have the 1 week of me being in country with her, and then maybe 3 weeks. So 2 weeks of the quarantine, and then 1 week after the quarantine. But who knows? I don't know what the immigration stuff, I don't know what immigration is doing right now. I don't know how fast things are going. My agency, we will talk about all of that once they figure out details. So yeah, so basically, court order, new birth certificate, submitting for citizenship, and getting her at some point post birth certificate, like possibly getting, and we might get it, I think I get it in country, I don't remember, but probably before she gets her actual citizenship. But I'm gonna pay my agency to submit my citizenship, because they have all that in Bulgaria already. I pre-signed everything. I'd much rather have them submit it. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. I'm hungry. Probably should have ate something before filming, because my brain is mush now. But yeah, like, her room is, I would say, 80% ready. I'm 99% packed. I packed and then unpacked, because I had packed planning on quarantining for 2 weeks in country. So I would be staying at a different hotel that didn't have, that, one, I would be there for 2 extra weeks, and 2, they didn't have a playpen. So I was bringing, like, our Peapod, our Kidco Peapod. So, like, I had stuff like that, and also I was planning on bringing a car seat and, like, a snap and go, and I'm not doing that anymore. So I have been repacking, which actually I'm packing less now, because without the Kidco Peapod, I don't need that. I'm still bringing basically the same amount of clothes. I'm just bringing less food, because I won't be there as long. But yeah, so I'll do a packing video at some point, once I figure out exactly what I'm packing. Once I know, like I'm pretty much packed. I just need, like, confirmation of how the trip is gonna go. And if I'm staying at the hotel that I'm wanting to stay at, I won't need a playpen, because they'll have one there for her. So anyway, rambling, don't want this to be too long. I will update once I have more information, and then probably not again until, like, major stuff, because I don't feel like at this point, like, you need me rambling about my feelings on a regular basis, because hopefully now we'll be like boom, 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 boom. Should have court order next week, and then hopefully as soon as they have court order, they should be applying for citizenship. And then hopefully end of August I'll be traveling. That's my plan. That's my plan. I don't know how long things are taking though. But anyway, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye guys.